guys! So it's not Golden Vlog, which is usually the only time you see me, but today I've been challenged, I'd say, to do the Taylor Swift book tag. So thanks Faith for tagging me to do this. It's exciting. I think it's a lot of fun. Funny thing was, when I saw that Faith was doing it, I was like, oh, that might be fun to do. And I scrolled down to the bottom of the page and there she's tagged me. So good choice, tagging me. So as a lot of you probably know, I love books, so this works really well. So the idea behind the Taylor Swift book tag is that we've got 9 different questions and they're all about the titles of Taylor Swift songs. And you've got some little prompts with them to relate a book back to that song. So we might as well just get into it. So the first one is We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. So this is talking about a book that you're in love with and then you didn't like it and then you liked it again and then you decide you're finally over it. For me, I couldn't really think of too many, but probably the most recent one would be Girl on a Train. I started reading it thinking, oh, this is really cool, this is really cool, and I was like, no, so I put it aside. A couple of days later I'd pick up again, oh yeah, and then it's just like, no. Not my normal type of book I'd pick up, so I didn't really enjoy it. Alright, so the second one is Red. This one's a book with a red cover. And I'm actually choosing the same book as Faith did, The Elite. Basically because I read them because of what Faith had said about them and realised that I absolutely loved it. So thank you for that, Faith, because I just spent the last 3 nights not sleeping because I was reading those books. Yeah. Quite tired now. But yes, no, they were amazing. I absolutely loved them. Oh. And it's even good to find a book that ends the way I want to. I've had a few series recently that have not ended in a way I like. So I'm glad a series like this ended in a way that I liked. So number 3 is The Best Day. So this is talking about a book that makes you feel nostalgic. So I have 3 series that I thought of. First one was the Saddle Club series. I read, I think, nearly every single one of those growing up. The Babysitter's Club series, same thing, read nearly every single one of them growing up. And also then would be the Christy Miller / Sierra Jensen series by Robin Jones Guine, which I loved and read them all growing up as well. So they would be all those books, make me feel nostalgic, my childhood. I read so much growing up, so there's probably quite a few other books I could say that would be the same. The 4th one would be Love Story. So this is a book with a forbidden love. So the book I've chosen for this, it's not so much forbidden love, but at least she thinks it's forbidden. He doesn't. It's called Stand-in Groom, and basically the premise is there's this guy who is acting the part of a groom in the wedding planning because the real groom's someone really famous. So he couldn't be there because no one was supposed to know it's him. But the wedding planner is falling for the stand-in groom, so that's a lot of fun. So definitely check that one out. Next one will be I Knew You Were Trouble, which is a book with a bad character that you couldn't help but love. So I couldn't really think of this one, so who I chose, he wouldn't always say is bad. He starts off good, has a really bad point in the middle, gets bad, like he's going to be murdered because he was part of a bank heist, but then gets saved and becomes good again. And this book is Sean Donovan by Laurie Wick. So I love Laurie Wick, so any of her stuff is really good. Next one is also another Laurie Wick book, so for Everything Has Changed is a book that the protagonist goes through extensive character development. I chose to use Who Brings Forth the Wind? No, sorry, wrong one. Oh no, that's the right one. Who Brings Forth the Wind? I get them mixed up sometimes. And that one's another Laurie Wick book, and the main she goes through extreme change for him, from being a spoiled young girl who like falls in love and thinks it's great, to going through all the trouble she has with the marriage problems with the guy she gets married to and all these other things, and comes out stronger and a much better person for it. That's another really good one. You Belong With Me, which is the most anticipated book of the year. So this book's actually already out, but I'm not one to really anticipate books because I don't read a lot of popular series or series in general that are still coming out. So this is probably the only one I could think of, which is How to Catch a Prince, which was the third book in the Royal Wedding series by Rachel Hack, I think. Hack. I'm not quite sure how you say her name. It's the third one in the series, so I was looking forward to that one coming out, and I bought it about 2 weeks ago, read it, loved it. That was really good. So the 8th one is Come Back, Be Here. I actually never heard of that Taylor Swift song. Maybe one of those ones where because there is an album that only came out in America, didn't come out in Australia. Might be on that album. But anyway, book you are least likely to lend out for fear of losing it. Pretty much any of them. I like my books. You have to be a really good friend of mine to be able to borrow one of my books, because I like to have them back. I'm very protective of my books. So yeah. And the final one is Innocent, which is a book that someone ruined the ending for you. And I'd also say that I couldn't really think of any for this one because I'm very particular about talking to people about books, and if they start talking about it, I'll be like, oh wait, I haven't read that, don't talk about it, or I'll leave if they're going to talk about it. So that's, yeah, I couldn't think of any that people have ruined the ending for me. So I'm also a pretty fast reader, so I can usually get a book read in the afternoon, so if I start reading it, I'm not usually talking to someone about it until I'm already done, so that's a good thing too. So yes, that's all those books that I've read, some of the books I've read, and I'll put some links to the Amazon pages for these books below so you can have a look at them. I'd love to hear about what your favourite book is and have fun. So if you guys want to do this tag, go ahead and do it. I'm not actually going to tag anyone specifically to do it, but go ahead, check it out. I'd love to hear it, and let me know if you do post any videos about this. Okay, thanks guys, bye!